YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. Today I got my 2021 New England Patriots record prediction going game by game. Going to give you my actual prediction. We'll circle back, go best case scenario and worst case scenario. Doing this for every single team. We've done a couple teams so far, but again, we're going to get through every team, and then will come my playoff predictions and Super Bowl predictions. You guys will also be voting on our Twitter along the way, creating division winners in a playoff field. You'll create your own playoff predictions video, basically season predictions. So, and then we'll get onto my rankings, which are essentially predictions for the season by ranking players. So really excited about the content to come here. Please follow that Twitter, smash the like button, subscribe. Very important and much appreciated. For this these videos, we're using playoffpredictors.com. You guys can go play along there. It's a very cool website. Going game by game here. Again, I'm going to go with my actual predictions, and we'll circle back and kind of change a couple games to see what could be realistic, best case, and worst case. We did the Bills. We did the Dolphins. First game, I'm going to go Patriots here. The home opener, no Will Fuller for the Dolphins. Maybe some adjustments to be made. We kind of talked about this in the Dolphins video. We'll see who's starting at quarterback for the Patriots. My mind might change on some things if it's Cam Newton. I really want it to be Mac Jones. I want them to use Cam Newton here and there. Don't get too crazy, But I'm going to go Patriots. A little more prepared, I think, for this game, week one. That's what I'm going to go with. Patriots, Jets. Man, it's a tough one. I think the Jets will sneak out some wins here this year. It's just tough to pick out where. Yeah, I'm going to go Jets. I think that they're a really tough game plan, I think, early in the year. In New York. Again, we'll circle back. It's definitely a winnable game for the Patriots. I think they're better than the Jets, obviously. It's going to be a tough game plan. Both sides above the Jets early on. You know what to expect. Once you kind of understand what their identity is, it'd be a little easier game plan against them. Saints, Patriots. It's a tough draw, I think, to play the Saints early, too. That's going to be a really good game. I actually like the Saints in this one. So we're down to 1-2 here for the Patriots. I like the Saints. Saints, yeah, a little different look. It's going to be Jameis Winston, in my opinion. Another tough game plan early on. You don't really have that identity. I think they'll play good on both sides of the ball against this tough Patriots team in this game. I'm going to take the Saints. Bucks and Patriots. I'm getting a little bold here, but this is what I'm feeling. It's how I do it every year. I'm going to go Patriots. They know how to game plan for Tom Brady. They're at home. I think it's a defensive game. I think the Patriots actually get that extra turnover, create that extra turnover to win the game here. I'm going to go with them over the Texans. I keep saying the Texans will be tough to predict. I'm kind of predicting everyone over the Texans at this point. Just don't know who's going to play quarterback for them. Deshaun Watson, legal situations, and still wants out, so that's a mess. Cowboys, Patriots. I think these shootout games will be pretty tough for them. The thing is, the Patriots have the balance, both sides of the ball. They have the defense to prevent the shootout. Cowboys early season, though, when we expect them to be healthy, this is one of the best offenses in football. It might be tough for the Patriots to keep up in that game, but they may be able to produce against the Cowboys defense there. Definitely taking the Patriots in this one. So the Patriots romped the Chargers last year. I guess that means nothing for this year, but it's another one that I think they have the defense to slow them down, not stop them, slow them down. I do think they make that extra play on offense. I'm going to go Patriots. I like the way they match up again with the Chargers there. That's a team you don't want to play a little, maybe earlier on or later here. I think right in the middle is good. Tough game plan early. They'll probably get in their groove. I think there'll be an adjustment period for the Chargers here somewhere. To the Patriots against the Panthers, they'll probably create a couple turnovers on defense in that game. Browns, Patriots. Love the Browns. I love this matchup because they're two very complete rosters here. Love these rosters. I like the Browns a little more as a contender. How do they match up in this game? The thing with the Browns, the one thing you worry about is if a team kind of takes the run game away, and they play the Titans in a couple weeks. It's very similar types of teams there. I think the Patriots could take away that run early, and that could change the Browns' game plan. A regular season game, I don't know how I would feel about it in the playoff game. I do like the Browns as a contender a little more. I'm gonna go Patriots. Thursday night, Falcons, Patriots. I like the way they match up against the Falcons there. I think they can slow down that offense. I know they can score on that defense. Give me the Patriots. Yeah, between the Titans and the Browns game, I don't think they're going to win both. I like the Titans a little more as a regular season matchup against the Patriots over the Browns, and then kind of vice versa in the playoffs. That's just how it is a lot of the time in the NFL. I think Derrick Henry gets going, and the Patriots won't be able to stop the run. But we could swap the Browns Titans. I think the Titans are again. I think the Titans are a tougher regular season team. The Browns are probably a tougher playoff team. Patriots Bills. It's Monday night. I did this one in my Bills video. I'm sticking to it. I got the Patriots away prime time in that one. It's kind of my feeling there that they show up in prime time. Slow down Josh Allen. Bye week, Patriots, Colts. They're pretty hot. They got pretty hot here. They'd lose that Titans one. Tough time to play the Colts. I think I'm not a big Carson Wentz guy. Excuse me. But I think you can get going by this point of the year. Remember, the Colts got going offensively at this point of the year last year. They kind of got in playoff mode. The defense kind of stayed the same, but the offense finally got going. That could be the similar case here. I think it's a pretty good matchup. They're both balanced on both sides of the ball. I like the Colts at home in this one. Bills, Patriots, I ended up splitting actually away game, which sounds a little bold, but again, it actually happens a ton. So I don't think it's that bold. Good to play the Jaguars later. Early is going to be tough to play the Jaguars because you don't know what they're going to. It's an impossible game plan. You don't have any footage, you film on them. So I'll take them there. And then, this one can go either way. I had them splitting. We could swap that. I had them splitting. They could beat the Dolphins twice very well. So we're kind of in that 11-6, 10-7. I love this roster. I do think there could be some adjustments maybe. See them lose 2 out of the first 3 because if it's Mac Jones or even Cam Newton at quarterback, some new faces, some opt-outs coming back, very good roster. A little bit of an adjustment, 10-7. I like the Patriots there. Kind of circling back, best case. These are winnable games, but then again, I did have them beating the Buccaneers. So between these 2 games, they're probably losing 1. So best case looking like this. I'm going to keep the Cowboys 1. Again, we can flip these very easily. I just don't think they're winning both. I did have them winning, I think best case, we can even go higher here. The Patriots could be a pretty good team. I think best case is around that 12-13 wins. 13 is looking pretty good. That's kind of best case. Worst case, something between these 2, they probably can lose 1. Maybe we'll go like that. Yeah, they got a pretty big range. They here. They could lose that one too. They can lose both to the Bills. We'll say the worst case is probably around 7-10. It even could be around 6. I just don't see it because this roster and the coaching staff is very good. They got talent. Worst case could be they got a pretty big range. I think I'm a little higher on the Patriots than most. If you look at my power rankings, people really aren't that high on them, just kind of basing too much off last year maybe, but there could be a little bit of a adjustment there. But back to my actual predictions, so people that skim through the video don't get a little confused there. I had them winning this one. Yeah, between one of those, I think they'll drop. Had them going there, but losing that one. It was 11-6. Is that where we're at? That's where we're at. This is kind of trying to predict the playoffs, so it's not accurate though because I only predicted 3 teams' records so far. So we'll have to wait till see what the playoff predictions are. But we'll get there. We're going through every single team for these record predictions like we do every year. And then we'll get on to our full predictions, keeping you guys involved in our Twitter. So make sure you follow that. And then smash that like button, subscribe. All kinds of NFL content already on the channel. Definitely more to come. We got you covered. Can't wait for the season. Every single day we got uploads, and then football is for the weekends there. So join us for all that. Be much, much appreciated. That's going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.